Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Philip Hoare from the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness in London, and I manage the IAPB Value Supplier Scheme, formerly known as the IAPB Standard List. It is my absolute pleasure to be invited to speak at this prodigious event, the APTOS 5th Annual Symposium, and I apologise for not being here in person due to time zone issues, but I will be more than happy to receive and answer any questions by email. I would also like to thank our esteemed IAPB member, Yonsei University, my colleagues Amanda and Drew, and of course to Aptos. I am just going to share my screen. Before I talk about AI and telemedicine and my involvement, I will just give you a brief introduction into my role with IAPB. The IAPB Value Supplier Scheme is an online resource aimed at eye care professionals who are looking to purchase high-quality eye care equipment, consumables, pharmaceuticals, assistive technology, and AI and telemedicine solutions, all backed by the IAPB brand. The resource has a long history going back 35 years and was in booklet format up until 2011, when the resource was placed online. Our ambition with the list is to assist buyers, particularly those from low and middle income countries, to make informed procurement decisions from our IAPB value suppliers. Benefits for buyers are numerous. All the value suppliers are vigorously evaluated. The products and services are appropriate for low and middle income countries. The products are monitored and updated regularly to ensure the product range is current and applicable for the countries our members work in. The list can be used for budgeting, comparison, as well as procurement, and there are regular blogs posted on the site and on our social media outlooks. The benefits for the valued suppliers, they can reach a potential audience across our sector of well over 400,000 eye health workers. They can position their company as an IAPB value supplier to the sector and a brand association with IAPB. They can expose their brand to the entire IAPB membership and their respective partners and leverage their credibility with IAPB's unique multi-sectoral network, which includes the World Health Organization, World Health Assembly, World Bank, INGOs, and global professional bodies. Also, my role includes a regular review of new innovative and affordable products, including AI and telemedicine solutions, and I am pleased that IAPB Western Pacific, LabSD, and Yonsei University have formed a working group to support Korean startups and eye health companies to showcase their respective products to a wider audience. And if anyone listening would like to contact me, please do so and we can arrange a call. The following slides list our current suppliers who all have an extremely high profile in the eye health and NGO sector. I have a number of other key manufacturers in the pipeline too. Prevention of blindness affects millions of people around the world today. This scenario is further compounded by the poor ratio of ophthalmologists to patients in many countries in the world, thus making technologies in AI and telemedicine solutions paramount. However, there are many companies coming out of the woodwork professing to be the only companies that have the ability to diagnose eye diseases such as DR, AMD, glaucoma, etc. We have to find a way of ensuring their claims can be backed up with strong clinical evidence. One of our global specialist IAPB working groups, the DR working group, will be undertaking a high-level approach for drawing up a detailed specification for artificial intelligence solutions to assist buyers in their decision-making when sourcing AI solutions. The DR working group are just about to produce an IAPB fundus camera specification, which will support buyers globally. The current chair of the IAPB DR working group is Dr. Fab from the Fred Hollows Foundation and speaking just after me. You are welcome, Fabrizio. AI and telemedicine is a new way of working for many low and middle income countries. and it will take some time to establish in the market, particularly in some of the poorer countries. But I am encouraged that Project BOM, in collaboration with Samsung Electronics and LabSD, are in the process of developing an innovative diagnostic solution for diagnosing one of the leading causes of blindness worldwide, diabetic retinopathy. And I'm keen to feature the solution, the iLike platform, on the Value Supplier Scheme soon. Another one of our key members, Aravind, in collaboration with Google, is also developing an AI solution for diagnosing DR. Aravind has been working on automated diabetic retinopathy screening since 2003. But according to Dr. Kim, their Chief Medical Officer and Chief of Retina Services, Google's AI-driven approach far surpassed early efforts in terms of both speed and accuracy. This year, 2020, has seen the first inclusion of AI and telemedicine on the IAPB Value Supplier Scheme. Optomed are the first value supplier featuring their 4 software solutions to accompany their portable fundus cameras, the Aurora and SmartScope Pro. First is their Orbit software for managing, storing, and distributing fundus images, videos, and related data. The second is their Link telemedicine software, which they can send fundus images and related structured data to a reading center. Thirdly, their DR Screen software, which is a workflow management software for clinics responsible for diagnostics and follow-ups in the DR screening process. Lastly, Optomed Avenue AI portal is their gateway to AI services. With the cloud-based system, Optomed are able to integrate different AI algorithm providers' services with their cameras and screening software. The results are easy to interpret, and the user interface and workflow are well defined and optimized for the user. Another one of our value suppliers is an exceptional company based in India and one of the best for new innovations in eye health devices, FORUS Health. FORUS Health are in final development of a number of cloud-based digital health platforms working in collaboration with Google, Microsoft, and iNook. Their platform and fundus cameras have actually been advertised by Microsoft as a new innovation on UK TV. They have 2 solutions soon to be launched after clinical trials. The first, a telemedicine cloud-based solution, an intelligent cloud-based platform that connects multiple stakeholders in the eye care ecosystem. Data generated by the doctor's devices can be reviewed and monitored by specialists on both web and mobile applications. FORUS Smart is their new AI platform with built-in algorithms to diagnose a number of eye diseases, including DR, AMD, ROP, cardiovascular disease, and a few others. I'm looking forward to featuring both solutions on the Value Supplier Scheme soon, along with a couple more innovations in equipment they are currently testing. The very well-established and prominent ophthalmic company and manufacturer Keeler, based in the UK and literally down the road from the Queen's Country Retreat, Windsor Castle. Keeler have featured on the IAPB standard list for well over 20 years. They are in final development of a low-cost smartphone camera device primarily for diagnosing ROP. The Keeler Myo, using a smartphone device which can be attached to a headband with the ability to be used as a digital imaging and documentation system for patient management, telemedicine, documentation, and training companion for retinal examination and indirect ophthalmoscopy. We hope to see this device on the value supplier list in the next couple of months. Lastly, I am in communication with a few other major players in AI and telemedicine, including iNook and Retina Risk, and hope to feature new platforms and devices in the coming months. This is a brief insight to the IAPB Value Supplier Scheme and the new innovations in telemedicine and artificial intelligence. Please do not hesitate to contact me should you have any questions about my presentation, the value suppliers, or the manufacturers I have mentioned. 2020 will go down in history for the wrong reasons as we all try and cope with the coronavirus global pandemic. However, we must continue to encourage innovation in ophthalmology and eye health. Prevention of blindness is not going away, and there is still a huge job to be done, and we must not stop. Thank you very much for listening.